This is Kathleen King, and this is my first storytelling YouTube. Back in the summer of 1984, I heard on WORT radio station that there was going to be a moonlight bicycle ride around Lake Monona. I'm like, all right. At the time, I loved riding my bicycle, and at the time I lived near Lake Monona. So I'm like, all right. And I got there just in time for it to start. But what happened right away is that everybody else had racing bicycles, those real thin ones with ram horn handles taped up. And they used to ride crouched way down. And I had an upright, where you sit upright, like a regular bicycle. And it was the same 2-speed twin breeze that I got for my 13th birthday, my first bicycle. I loved that bicycle. And just as I was going to turn around in frustration, because there's no way I could keep up. Everybody else was 5 or 10 years younger than me and on these racing bicycles, and I weighed more than they did, and at the time I had chronic pain, and so there's no way I could keep up. And just as I was going to turn around and go home, just out of nowhere, these two young men showed up. They were both equally nice and gentlemanly, and they decided to hang. They were perfectly capable of keeping up with the rest, more than capable, but they decided to hang back with me, and all three of us just took our sweet time going around the lake, and we rode for a while, and then we'd stop and sit at a beach or a hillside and talk. And the thing is, all three of us, none of us had met before. And my name is Kathleen, but I went by Maria. At that time, I was going by Maria after Jesus Christ's mother. Right? I went back to going by Kathleen or Kathy or Camilla, but I'm still love Jesus and Mary. And anyways, the one other guy, I'm sorry I can't remember his name at all, but he was very, very nice. And then the other guy was named Gary. I do remember that. And we were taking our sweet time when everybody else was just going lickety-split and finished in an hour. We just took our sweet time and enjoyed how beautiful the lake and the moon was, and stopped at all these different beaches and hillsides. And, it took us till way into the middle of the night. It was really fun. And at this one point, we stopped at this hillside, I think in, Monona, the town. And we were talking about, we took turns talking about our upcoming future plans. I talked about a couple of upcoming gigs that I was excited about. That was before I started playing mandolin. At the time, I played a little penny whistle. And Gary talked about his line of bicycles coming out in a few months. And Gary mentioned that his last name was Fisher. And sure enough, a few months later, the Gary Fisher bicycles came rolling out. Thank you very much.